Okay. So, good morning. I guess to start my pitch, I'm going to start off with what we call the Bible, which is this here. And this is a document I'm sure we all know back to front, so I'm going to skip forward a bit to the key question. How can we ensure food security without compromising our planet's health? That's where our project comes in. This is Sagropia. We're a Horizon Europe project with 10 partners from 5 EU countries, including the USA. And we're focusing on addressing this issue by an integrated approach to pesticides and changing which pesticides we use in Europe. So the key challenges that we're facing here, essentially, the EU is very reliant on certain crops which are susceptible to blights and diseases, such as potatoes and sugar beet. And currently, in order to get enough of these crops to have high enough yields, we're using chemical pesticides which are essentially ultimately harmful for the environment. So we want to find a new way to sustainably continue to get high yields using alternative pesticides. So our aim specifically within this project is to introduce 13 biopesticides which are far lower risk and don't have the long-term downsides associated with currently used pesticides. Additionally, we're targeting specifically potatoes and sugar beets in this project as key crops for us to assure for the food supply. And finally, we're developing a strategy with farmers throughout the lifetime of the project. So we're using a multi-actor approach. We're holding stakeholder events where we consult with farmers and make sure that everything we propose doing actually makes sense and actually works in the real world. So you can see currently here some of my colleagues on the left-hand side. This is what they've been up to so far on this project. They've been testing in the lab in Wageningen. They've been testing some bionematicides there. There's also fungicides and insecticides that we will be testing until at least the end of this year. And when we get to the middle of next year, we're starting to do field trials in Poland, Switzerland, France, Germany, and the Netherlands, I believe. Yeah. And ultimately, if all goes to plan, we think that the economic, scientific, and societal benefits of this project are quite clear. Economically, we're future-proofing Europe's food supply. Scientifically, as a Horizon Europe project, we're sharing and disseminating all of our research as widely and usably as possible for future researchers. And finally, we think that the societal benefits of keeping chemicals out of the food supply and ensuring there's enough food should be self-evident. Thank you.